Welcome back to Web API Tutorials. I am Venkat, and in the previous video we have started consuming the role privilege endpoints in our Angular application. This is part 2 of it. Let's continue it. In the previous video we have added these role privilege icons. So for each role we are displaying manage privileges button. If you want to manage privileges for this role, you can click on this. If you want to manage privileges for this role, you can click on this. Similarly, for every role, we have given manage role privileges button. Let's click on this. And here I have implemented the UI for this. So you can see we are displaying for which role we are displaying the privileges, showing privileges for the role admin. Okay, so I have also given the go back to roles button here, go back to roles link here. Click on that, it will take you to the roles page. And let me click on the second one. Here you can see showing the privileges for the role super admin. And here you can see no available privileges found, no assigned privileges found. So these are the available privileges and these are the assigned privileges for this role. We are not seeing any privileges here because I have removed all these. So do you remember that? Do you remember we have added few privileges into this enum? We are going to read this enum. We are going to read this enum and display it in the available privileges grid. You can see view students, edit students, create students. All these are read from this enum and displaying. Okay. So after displaying here, these are the available privileges in the system for this super admin role. And if you want to assign this particular role to this super admin, this particular privilege to this super admin, you can click on this. Click on assign. You can see privilege successfully assigned. Click on OK. You can see immediately it started showing the assigned privileges. If you notice, this view students is removed from the available privileges. Now it is started displaying in assigned privileges section. If you want to unassign this, you can simply click on this unassign button. If you want to assign more, you can assign by clicking this button. And if you want to click on this role privileges, assign this, and you can assign more like this. You can assign all. I have assigned almost all the privileges for this super admin role. Okay, so let us go back to the roles. Let's go to the privileges of admin. You can see all are there in available privileges and nothing inside the assigned privileges. This is for admin. Okay, previously we have assigned all the privileges for super admin. Let's go back and let's check the privileges for super admin. You can see super admin we have assigned all. Okay, if you don't want any particular permission, you can click on unassigned. This will be unassigned from this super admin role. And let's go back and let's check for the lab admin. So for lab admin, no roles assigned, no privileges assigned. If you want to assign something, you can click on this. So like that. So go to the admin and assign something, and you can see it is assigned here. Let's go back and come here and unassign something. It is asking, do you really want to unassign this particular privilege? Yes. Unassigned. After immediately unassigning it, you can see it in the available privileges. It will be removed from the assigned privileges. Okay. It is very simple and intuitive UI. So you can simply see these are the privileges for super admin and these are the available privileges, and these are the assigned privileges. We can also think that these are the unassigned privileges, these are the assigned privileges. Okay, this is very much simple UI. You can simply go back to the UI here, and let's go to the database and check. Execute. Okay, let's connect. You can see we have assigned almost all to the super admin role, and one to the admin and one to the lab admin. Okay, you can see that clearly here inside this table. Let me explain you the Angular code here. So you know this one, we have added one enum, and inside that enum we have listed all the privileges. So after listing all the privileges here, so we have created role privileges component. Inside this role privileges component, we have prepared one get role privileges. This method will get all the role privileges assigned to this particular role. So once we got the list of privileges for this role, we are looping through the list we have prepared, this list. We are looping through the list we have prepared, and we are separating what are all the assigned privileges and what are all the unassigned privileges. You can see we are listing down available privileges and assigned privileges. So these assigned privileges are coming from the database, so that we are directly using them to display. And out of this assigned privileges came from database, we are filtering out the available role privileges here. Okay, so that's the logic we have written to display the role privileges. And this one is simply saving the role privilege and removing the role privilege. That means it is assigning and it is unassigning. Simple. And when it comes to the UI, let me zoom out a little bit. This is the title, and you can see here this is the go back link, and here this one is the table available grid, and this one is the another table. So this one is the available grid and this one is the assigned grid. We are displaying these two grids tables. You can simply see these are the headers and these are the data columns. Okay, so this is very simple. Two tables I have taken and displaying the two different grids. You can see when you click on assign button, we are calling this button, this method. When you click on unassign button, we are calling the remove method. Okay, simple. From the role component, when we click on this button, so manage role privileges is getting called. So for this button, in the previous video, we have shown we were passing role.id, but I have modified to pass the entire role. And inside this, in the previous video, we have seen that role ID as number. Now we are getting the entire role because we wanted to display the role name also. That's why I'm getting the entire role. So from this role, we are passing the ID to the route, and we are saving the role name inside the session storage, browser session storage. So we are reading this and displaying. We are reading that and displaying here super admin, and the role ID is going here in the URL. If you want to look at the routing module, you can see I have added the new route here, role privilege route. So role privileges / ID, role ID as a parameter. You can see the similar thing in the URL. Okay, role privileges /2. This is how we can manage the privileges for particular role. So we have added the manage role privileges button. When you click on this, we are assigning what are all available and assigned. We can simply manage it by clicking on assign or unassign. Okay. So we have implemented roles and role privileges. Now we need to implement the users. Once users are created, we need to map the roles with the users. Okay. So let's do that from the next video onwards. Let me commit all these. So I'll commit all these changes into the Git. You can see all these changes for your reference. For more videos like this, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.